Oh, mine doesn't say that. Oh, here we go.
Live. It says we're live.
Oh, we are live. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome to part 2 of Checking In with HFLA. My name is Laura Kleinman. I'm president of the board of HFLA. If you're not familiar with us, we make interest-free loans to individuals and small business owners when they can't find traditional forms of capital. And we have been doing it for not 1, not 2, but 116 years. And wow. So we're thrilled with what we're able to do and the community we're able to help. And today I'm really excited to have a conversation with Nikki and Jay of Pierogi Pantry More. Say hello, guys.
Hi.
They're gonna wave, there they are. And they're borrowers of HFLA. And so we're gonna have a conversation about what they do and how they're doing through this pandemic. And I'm a personal fan of pierogies. I used to work in Slavic Village. It was one of my very first jobs. And I was on Broadway and 71st, and up the street from me was Zosha's. Yeah. And I didn't know Zosha's as a Jewish kid growing up in Beechwood, but those pierogies were really great. And so I have a soft spot, you know, for myself for pierogi. But like, tell me, do you wake up one day and decide that you're going to be the owner of a pierogi business? I mean, you used to do film in LA. So how did this happen?
Not exactly. It kind of, I want to have this great origin story.
Yeah,
you know, really. We brainstormed, but no, it just kind of happened, to be honest.
I was looking for something to do to make extra money while she actually worked a real job. So I was we had made pierogies with her parents one day, and I'm like, this is pretty easy. I can do this.
Famous last words.
And I was, I just went on Facebook and asked my family and friends, if anybody be interested in buying, and, it just kind of snowballed from there. We started selling in like garage sale groups on Facebook. And then, one of our customers works down with the Olmsted Historical Society down at Frostville in North Olmsted, and she's like, "Oh, you got to come down and meet Angie. She runs the market." And I'm like, I didn't even know they had a market down there. So we went down there one day, and she's like, "Yeah, but you have to have license, and you have to have work out of a commercial kitchen or licensed kitchen and all that." And we're like, well, I don't even know where to start with that.
Right.
So she went online and
yeah, well, Angie recommended, because we're like, we've thought about it, but how do you raise the capital, hundreds of thousands
to get your own place and stuff like that.
And she suggested, she said, well, I think there's like rental kitchens around that you can rent. So I Googled rental kitchen in Cleveland, and CCLK, which is now Central Kitchen Cleveland, was literally the first thing that popped up. And I read the description, and I remember it really resonated with me, because not only was it a facility that you could rent out, by the hour and whatever, but they also offered all these other great things. Like we went through their incubator program when we first started, which was so helpful, because we didn't know what we're doing.
I knew how to make pierogies.
Yeah, so
that's pretty much it.
So we learned a lot about the business side of that, and then they just do other great things, and and it's a big community. There's a lot of mentoring and that kind of stuff. So
it's got the Zach factor, we call it.
But now it's
When did you move into the kitchen there?
When April of 2017, I believe.
Yeah, I think that.
We well, from the time I found it online, I think it might have been like a Wednesday or something like that. And when I looked at it, it said twice a month they do walkthroughs, and that Saturday happened to be one of them. So within the span of a couple of days, we went, got the tour, got the spiel and whatever, and we were like, all right, yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
And then it took us another week or two to get our insurance and get legit and get in there and whatever. We've just kind of been running since then.
Yeah, and our process has gotten so much easier.
Yeah.
Being in a bigger facility with
so much
better equipment and everything like that. It's so nice.
Yeah.
That's good. I know it's a great resource for a lot of food-based businesses here in town.
Definitely,
so like in the past, I guess 2.5 years then or so, when did you approach HFLA about borrowing some money? What was your need?
So I think it was the end of 2018.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think, yeah. And that was, I mean, we started this business with nothing. I mean, we had, whatever couple $100 maybe in our pocket, and it was literally, you know, buy some ingredients, make some pierogies, sell them, make a little money. You know, we just constantly kept feeding back into it, just completely out of our pocket. And at some point we got to the point where we're like, okay, we need a little bit of capital. So yeah, I think it was towards the end of 2018. And our biggest need at that point was a vehicle, because when we started it, we just had, you know, a regular 4-door car. And so luckily my parents had a minivan, so we were able to borrow that. And in the beginning it was only, you know, 1-2 days a week. Well, we kept growing, and, you know, soon it was like 3, 4, like basically we took over their van, and, you know, they were just taking our car. And we had gotten to the point where, you know, we kept growing and, you know, upscaling all of our, you know, our stuff. So we kind of exceeded the limit of the van, and plus, you know, they were getting ready, they wanted to actually sell it. So we knew we had to, you know, get a commercial vehicle, where we'd have enough room to be able to max everything out. So that was the point. That was one of the big things. We, you know, paid for some rent and, you know, other things like that. But for the most part, it was for the van.
And because you were still a pretty young company, it's hard to get traditional capital, right? It's hard to just walk into a bank and ask for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, definitely.
Clark Pope, he's kind of our savior in many regards. He's been a mentor for us, and he recommended coming to you guys. And
I think also Eric Diamond, who runs the Central Kitchen, also he had a really good working relationship with you guys, and had sent, you know, a lot of the members your way. And so he definitely, when we were trying, you know, we're like, how are we supposed to, you know, how do we come up with money? We need to find a way to. And so he recommended, and I mean, we're so glad, you know, that he did.
Good. So one of our fans wants to know, and then I want to talk to you both about how things are going, you know, in the middle of this pandemic. But inquiring minds want to know, what's your favorite pierogi? What's your favorite flavor? Because I know you make a variety.
Hers is the pizza rogi.
I love the pizza rogi.
And mine, I don't know, I'd have to be split between the Buffalo and the Clevelander. Those are
and
my
what's
two
in the
favorites.
Clevelander?
It's Polish sausage, potato, cheese, and the whiskey dill kraut from Cleveland Kraut.
Oh boy, that sounds really good.
It's like everything that Cleveland's known for in one pierogi. So we came up with that, and it was it just worked out. It's been very popular.
And you're probably taking suggestions from people all the time.
Yes?
Okay.
And that's kind of our favorite thing too, is just coming up with new flavors. Sometimes I have to kind of reel Jay in, because I know, like, efficiency wise and business wise, that it would be the best to just make a few things to make us more efficient, more profitable. But we're stubborn, and we find that kind of boring.
We get bored making the same thing. So, you know, every once in a while she'll let me make a new flavor.
So we have to try and balance it out. But
you'll have your small batch and your large batch, right? You'll kind of go back and forth.
Like cheesy tater, we
crank it out.
You know, we make 60 dozen of those a week. You know, but like the what's the Dirty South?
Oh yeah, we came up with one called the Dirty South.
It has rice, dirty rice that I make, and then it has andouille sausage in it. So we usually only make a small run of those, you know, like every couple months or so, and then we'll be like limited time and, you know, stuff like that. And then like during the holidays we'll make our pumpkin pie or pecan pie.
We do dessert. We call them pierogies. And we make them smaller, so they're bite size. And then we do like apple pie, pecan pie, pumpkin pie.
You know, this is very difficult having this interview at the lunch hour. You know, I mean, other people might be eating as they watch, but I'm sitting here, you know, salivating.
Well, the good news is in probably like 20, 30 minutes, you'll have pierogies on your doorstep.
I know. I'm very excited about that. So let's talk about what's going on right now. I know that wintertime can be slow, you know, for food businesses and restaurants. And then this pandemic hit. How is business right now? And have you pivoted at all, as many business owners are having to do?
Definitely. To be honest, we were really struggling the beginning of the year. this year, and it's always a rough time for us, like you said, after the holidays. You know, just business for everybody in the food industry goes way down, especially, you know, to an extent, because we do mostly markets and events like that. We're somewhat seasonal, and then we, you know, we had some personal health issues and stuff like that, so we were kind of struggling. And there was actually a point where there was 1 week where we were like, oh, that's it, we're done. We I don't know how to. We almost closed up shop. We also almost bought into another bakery, which in hindsight now I'm glad we did not. We're very glad that we just missed it. That we turned it down, because that was about 2 weeks before COVID and everything got shut down. But anyway, so we were struggling. We didn't know if we were going to make it. So we decided to do a GoFundMe, and we figured, you know, okay, maybe some family and friends, you know, whatever. It was amazing. We were just completely floored by generosity of people. It was so amazing. So thankfully that got us, you know, kind of out of the hole and whatever. But then COVID hit. And everything gets shut down. And it was about 2 or 3 weeks before Pierogi Fest was supposed to happen, and that would be probably our biggest event of the year. And we were like, okay, with the GoFundMe got us almost to our head above water. And then, you know, we kept saying, okay, well, we just have to make it to Pierogi Fest. And then once we hit Pierogi Fest, that'll give us, you know, what we need to get us really on track and get into the season. And then that didn't happen. COVID hit. And COVID hit. We freaked out. We freaked out. There was about a week. I freaked out a lot. There was a week of panic attacks. And then I don't know if it was me or you or together, we just came up with the idea that maybe we should deliver. Yeah, we figured we'd try it. It's delivery, just drop it on the doorstep. Everything can be done online and everything like that. And since the first week, we've had a steady. I mean, the response has been amazing. Yeah, there's been days where we've had to do 2-day deliveries just because we've had so many orders. Yeah. And, you know, it's been, since we've been adding all the add-ons with all the other local companies, you know, I think people appreciate that. Yeah. They order one place, they get all this good stuff. Right. And, oh, nice. You know, and it's cool to see how it's been growing. Because we started out, I think it was after we had done it for maybe 2-3 weeks before we came up with the idea of offering other products. And it was literally, we were just in the kitchen one day, and a couple of the other companies were in there trying to figure out their lives. And they were trying to, and everybody's kind of panicking and trying to figure out what to do. And we said, well, hey, we're already making these deliveries. We're already going to these people's houses. I don't care how much stuff I'm taking, you know. So I said, if you want to offer your products, we'll gladly deliver that along with our pierogies. Mm-hmm. So we started out the first week, we had 3 companies. And I think every single week we've added on more. And I think we're up to 14 or 15. We just added another one. Yeah, we're just about to add one next week, I think, or 2 weeks. So I think we're up to like 15 other, and it's all, you know, local companies. You know, kind of most of them work through the kitchen. Yeah. Or we know them through farm markets.
Yeah, no, that's great how that collaboration can be happening. And I've heard that happening with other small business owners too. Sure. I mean, I think there's competition, but we're all in this together, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah. I don't want to see you fail just so I can succeed. You know, I'd rather have us all succeed. Right. And especially with all this going on, I think people more than ever are realizing that literally we're all in this together, and, you know, if we can help each other out and, you know, get through it, that we'll all be better for it. Yeah, definitely.
Good. That's nice. That's nice to hear. We are coming to the end, of our time together. Please let everyone know, how do they order pierogies or the other products that you make?
PierogiPantry.com is our website. You can go directly to there. There's our products. We have a limited menu right now. We don't have any of the special fun flavors. No, we have a couple fun flavors, but we don't have our full menu. And then we're doing our pepperoni rolls and our paprikash. And then right below our menu is the add-on menu, and you go on there and there's a link, and you can just order through there. You can find us on Facebook, Pierogi Pantry and More, and Instagram, Twitter.
Although we're not real Twitter savvy.
We don't really
I
know
hear
how
you
to
have a
work
big
Twitter.
Facebook and Instagram following. So
Yeah.
for everyone
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
watching,
Yeah.
you know how to follow Nikki and Jay and how to order some really yummy things.
Yeah.
And we are starting, as the markets are starting to open up, we are going to start doing farmers markets again. We're kind of, you know, everything right now is in that play it by ear kind of thing. But we've definitely started doing the Frostville Market in North Olmsted every Saturday.
Yeah.
And then as we add markets, we'll obviously add them to our webpage and our Facebook. Let everybody know.
All right.
And while we at the markets, while we won't have the add-ons with us, if you order ahead of time, we'll bring them to you.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good to know. All right, one final question before I do my closing. Do any local restaurants source your pierogi or serve your pierogi?
Yes. So we do Corner Alley downtown. Was that East 4th and Euclid? We sell them actually a special. It's a larger, like circular pierogi, and they put it on a burger. Which
You're
oh my gosh,
kidding me.
amazing! No,
it's good.
It's a Polish boy burger. So they have our pierogi, and then Polish sausage, like smoked sausage, like a kielbasa, and slaw and barbecue sauce. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure right now. It's been a while because of all this. They've been shut down. So I don't know their situation if they're getting ready to open their dining room back up. And then there's a restaurant, a new restaurant in Lorraine. Where they're revitalizing the whole downtown, which is amazing. There's this restaurant there called Borican Juke Joint, and he's doing some really cool things. He does a lot of Puerto Rican, Asian fusion with other just, I don't know, fun things thrown in.
He has an exclusive flavor from us. It's the chicken pot sticker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. The way he cooks our pierogies, oh my God, he elevates them and makes them even more amazing.
And then Brew Garden.
Yes.
In Middleburg Heights on Bagley.
Okay.
And then during the holidays, Stone Mad Pub.
Oh, yeah, we were in Stone
Square.
Has
our stuff.
We always do Lent with them, and so we had just started that. We had made our first delivery, I think.
Yeah, and then
that
was
when
we're like,
everybody got shut down. So.
All right. Well, they're definitely, people can get them from you. They can eat them at different restaurants. I'm sure as you grow and flourish, for sure, you'll be, you know, distributing for others. So we want to thank you so much, you know, for spending time with us today. Thank you out there for tuning in today. You can follow them as they described, and you can also follow HFLA on our Instagram account. We are on Twitter. We're also on Facebook, and our website is interestfree.org. You can, you know, if you're a business owner in need, we want to help you. If you're an individual watching this and want to support other small business owners, please, there are ways that you can help our organization so that we can continue to do this, as I say, for another 116 years. So with that, would that be great? With that, thank you again. Thank you, Nikki and Jay. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay prosperous.
Thank you. Your pierogies are on the way.
We're on our way.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.